Hey, good morning, y'all. It is actually morning time for any insomniacs out there like myself. I wasn't going to come on here this evening, but I just couldn't let this go by. I am Shellie B. I'm a conservative Black sister surviving in a hot mess world. And today's hot mess is Democrats turning on Democrats. I have to say, it's not truly a hot mess. It's a hot mess for them. No empire lasts forever, and it seems like it's over for the Democrats. All I can say is I told you so. I've been saying the same thing for a decade that we shouldn't trust these people and we shouldn't align with these people. But before we get into this, let's like, share, and subscribe. I might be a little delirious because I am tired. I work today. And it's very late. I had a lot of things I had to do, but I'm trying to be consistent with this. And I just was so overjoyed at a lot of the stuff I saw today. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I like to share the videos with you that I see because I feel like a lot, I'm not even gonna say a lot. I feel like there's just a small fraction of us that are still stuck in the delusion that the Democratic Party is somehow good for us, and they're just not getting it. And I like to show people all of the Black conservatives that are out here, and like they have pages with millions of followers and supporters, and then you have these weird cringy Democrats. It's just a dying political party. So I am Shellie B. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I probably will have commercials in this channel because I refuse to pay unless I get 1,000 subscribers. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I will pay so that can have commercial free, no interruptions. So please, you guys just like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't take anything to do it, and it helps the algorithm, and I will really appreciate it. If you like this channel, or if you don't like it, just share it. Anyway, it doesn't take much of an effort to do that. All right, so let's just get into this right away because I have so much stuff I want to show you, as always, because I just watch independent news all day, and I'm just and I just find stuff, and I'm just like, I have to show them this because this is so unbelievable. But let's see where I want to start at, because I have a lot of stuff I want to show y'all, and I want to try to get through it fast. Okay, what was the first thing I wanted to show you guys? What would be a great place to start? Hey, let's go with this. Let's go with the Jimmy Kimmel roasting Democrats. Now, he was one of the most liberal dummies, especially during COVID. But see, this is how disingenuous these people are, because now that they see the jig is up and that they're all going to look stupid and their careers are all probably going to be over because they just lost all their credibility. So now they're trying to turn. Would you want to have people like this? These people, they're turning on each other now. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. He got on the right side, because honestly, I think he should go to prison for what he did. But it is what it is. I don't know.
Sit back and take it. Our leaders on the left are going to stand up for what's right.
We are going to fight this fight. I am going to stand with you in this fight, and we will win.
We will win.
We will win. We will win. We will win.
These crazy
we will win. We will win. We won't rest.
Every time I see this, I have to ask y'all that are Democrats, these are the people that you want. These people are delusional. They will not get it. It is over. These people are always preaching about democracy all the time. Democracy is when the majority votes for something and the majority voted. If they really believe in democracy, they will step aside because the people have spoken, and here they are still on some bullshit. And a lot of the reason why they want to block everything that's going on is because they all got rich, off of our tax dollars and off of corruption, and they don't want it to be found out. I just don't see how there's any people left that support these people and defend these people, but yet they're still there. I still have people coming to me on social media wanting to argue with me and asking me the dumbest shit. Like, no, I don't trust these people, and I haven't trusted them in a long time.
We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest.
Oh, we are so. We are doomed. All these old men. Look at who we have running this country.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, it seems that the Democrats have gone off the rails. Seems like they are losing themselves. Seems like they're coming unhinged, unwound in this third week of Donald Trump's presidency, and it seems like they can't handle it. And I understand. Listen, let's be fair. I understand he's coming through like a bull in a china shop.
Okay, here we go.
But y'all should have been ready for this.
Sorry, y'all.
Y'all, this is February 2025. The man was elected in November 2024. Did you not prepare for this? Seems like you didn't. Seems like the Democrat Party had no contingency.
And see, that's the problem. They and this guy right here, his name is the real Gospel Chops. I like him. Like that's what I said, like I said, there's so many people out here that are conservative Black people, or maybe not even just conservative Black people, or just people that, even though I think Black people are mostly conservative, but there's so many people out here. These people have hundreds of thousands, millions of followers and subscribers. And I show you guys stuff like this because if you're just watching mainstream media, you don't, it's like you're in the matrix. You don't know what the rest of the world is really thinking. Everybody is against Democrats. It's like you are on a sinking ship.
Plan, and they are losing themselves. Not only the politicians, but the late night comics. Everybody who has been beholden to the Democrat plantation all this time. Seems like
exactly all of these people are jumping off the ship. The rats are abandoning the ship because they see it's about to fall and they're going to look like stupid laughing stocks. And the messed up thing that this is going to go down in history and say, oh, Black people were the one that kept this going so long, because we've always been a deciding vote for these people. It's truly embarrassing. I'm glad to see my people waking up though, but it took a long time. But, you know, it's getting better.
Everybody is coming undone.
We've got these varicose veins all over your
I'm going to have you
Let's
commercial
talk about some of the ways
interruptions
we can
until
treat
I
that for you.
monetize this channel because I'm not using it. Now look at this. These people just don't get it. It's over for you. You don't have the power like you used to. No one cares. Everybody thinks y'all crazy.
Are the Doge people here?
Now this is hilarious.
Are they in this building now?
These people showing up, you know, trying to Debo shit like they got it like that.
Asian police.
And they get humiliated on
that's
national
all I know.
television.
I don't know specific who Doge is or any of that. I just know that Asian employees are here. Although, as you are all aware, it's in the press. Everybody's been asked to telework. There are select people here to provide services for the agency. So the rest of them all telework.
Are you career?
I am. Are you?
Thank
Career as well.
Yeah, yeah,
You
thank
know,
you. Yeah.
we want to thank you for your service. So there's no opportunity to.
No,
In other words,
I don't
get to stepping. What part don't they understand that they're not getting in the building? Go home.
control that. I'm just here to pass along the information. Thank you for coming, and I'm sure Department of State will be putting out more information for sure.
Can you repeat the message one more time?
No, I have not seen a civil servant. I have gray hair like today. No, absolutely, just gray hair. That's it. That's the senior part of it. Okay, thank you. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate the time.
And they go home.
Thank you very much.
Yep, see you soon.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
They don't realize that they are no longer in power. They don't have the juice like they had before. And look how stupid all their faces look when they had to push it. These people are a wrap. Run for your life away from these people, because the wicked stuff that they've been doing over the decades is ridiculous, and you do not want to be tied to them. It's bad enough that they're going to blame Black people throughout history for allowing this to continue, because we always had that deciding vote.
Mr. Chairman, why don't we want to debate Elon Musk coming in and talking to us about his work and how he's enriched himself for $64 billion?
Mr. Chairman.
Chair recognizes Dr. Fox.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move to table the motion.
There's a motion to table. There's a second by Mr. Higgins.
Point of order.
Now, the motion is not debatable, as many
Point of order, Mr.
are in
Chairman.
favor of tabling. Point of order, state your point.
Mr. Chairman, I think it's outrageous that this committee will not even entertain a motion.
No, you state your, that's not a point of order.
So nobody wants to have Elon Musk come and answer questions or whatever. All the people want to know the truth. They ran on what they were going to do, and they did what they said they were going to do. The American people want to see these records. The American people, they're trying to spin it like they're trying to check our tax. And then people worry about talking about, oh, they got our information. The government always has your information. How dumb do these people sound? They think you are stupid.
You know, I
agree.
Point of order.
Dismantling our federal agencies.
Look at
this dumbass, and she's just arguing, and they're like, "No, we're not doing it. It's over."
And
out of order.
A motion
The
to
motion
bring
of
this
order in
to
this is demagoguery. This is
oversight
are in favor of table.
Look, there's a couple lone people in there. You know, it's just great to see that these people have no power anymore. And I do feel like America will be better off without these people.
Yes, let's have order in this country.
You're out of order. You know you're out of order. You know the rules of this committee. There's been a motion.
Mr. Elon Musk is out of order and dismantling.
He's out of order.
And this is the funny thing. They're saying he's out of order, but they're wasting money, doing the most corruption, supporting child trafficking and all kinds of stuff. And they're trying to block it. But everybody wants to see. They said they're going to release the Epstein files. Who don't want to see that? Like everything they're doing, the American people want it, and that's why they voted for him, because he said what he was going to do the whole time. The one thing I could say about Trump, where he's a G, is that he said all along what he was going to do, and they did everything to try to stop him. And by the grace of God, he got through. But he always said he was going to expose them.
I call the question.
There's been a motion and second. Motion by Dr. Fox, second by Mr. Higgins to table. All those in favor of tabling signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed signify by saying no.
No.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the motion.
Mr. Chairman, I ask for a
recorded vote. The recorded vote is ordered.
There's one thing I love about this circumstance. It's the fact that Elon Musk, the first friend of the president, the first buddy, as they say, is taking a wrecking ball to political corruption in this country. The things that we all have known for years have been.
That's the thing. We all have known it for years. Like, I don't understand why there's people that's still being hoodwinked by these people. It's not like Malcolm X didn't tell us decades ago. Martin Luther King said they'd never do right by us. And then just everybody's been just saying the same thing. But for some reason, Black people mostly are stuck. And like my channel, I really want to use it just to, to help people elevate their frequency and just give them positive reinforcements and stuff like that. But I feel like this is the main thing getting in our way, is because we're divided and we're connected to a party that all their policies destroy the community. Y'all fighting for DEI, but only 4% of Black people even get them services. All of the services you're fighting for, we don't use them. You understand? And then people act like we need DEI, but then when you call them a DIE hire, they're offended. Make it make sense. It's like, do the hard work, be the best at your game, and you will make it through. Be an entrepreneur. I don't know what to tell you, but this is not the move. Us being divided over people like that. And you see how corrupt they are, and you're still delusional. This is a problem. We need to get over this hump.
Going on. We know they've been punking off our money, our tax dollars. We know they've been punking it off, screwing it off, sending it to their special interests. But we continue to pay taxes.
Okay. And you think that they had 85,000 IRS agents to lock us up. But you mean to tell me the American people can't request an audit of them? Y'all better stop playing with me, because I don't understand what y'all fighting for. I don't understand. I really don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. All right, so let me see what else I have here for y'all, because we're gonna skip through this fast tonight. I'm too tired. Let's see. Here's another show that I watch on here. I'm just trying to show y'all stuff that I watch all the time that I like. Now, this just goes to show how embarrassing it is for Americans, you know, how ashamed we should be, because this is an Australian independent news thing, and it's called Lefties Losing It. And I discovered this during COVID or whatever. And they just always had, it's like a whole show devoted to leftists just doing dumb shit and just acting unhinged and crazy. And during COVID is when I discovered this, and like they would just show people just doing the dumbest stuff over COVID. And I just like this show. It's actually a lighthearted approach to the foolishness.
Now it's time for Lefties Losing It. You know, we are blessed.
All of these links will be in the description. Anytime you watch this and you see videos, I will always put them in the description, because I want you guys to watch them without my commentary and just like get in the habit of seeing another side of the story. Y'all, if you're watching mainstream media and you're watching Democrat news, you're being lied to and hoodwinked. And I just want you to at least hear another side of the story.
To have networks like MSNBC staffed by certifiable morons and pathological liars, because they make my job just so easy.
And it's so embarrassing because the rest of the world is watching us, and I have people from all over the world asking me questions about how I feel about our government and stuff like that. And people abroad know our government is corrupt, and they don't understand what's wrong with the people that support these people. I'm telling you, you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to go down in history as a huge embarrassment that anybody voted for Kamala Harris. I'm serious.
Just have to watch a few minutes and the Lefties Losing It content flows like the Mississippi in spring. Here is Joy Reid being a hysterical banshee and using words she doesn't seem to understand, like coup.
We begin tonight with a full-on crisis in our...
She wears me out, and I'm trying to figure out why her face and the rest of her body are two different colors.
Democracy, as federal workers are literally locked out of their offices while operatives working for a private...
They should be locked out of their offices. That's a waste of our tax dollars. We pay that money. I want them to go through every drop of that damn money so they can lower my damn taxes or stop making us pay income tax. They got more than enough money that they've been wasting and stealing that we don't have to pay, or at least give us a break for a couple years. Shit, give us a break for a few years and then we pay a little bit. How about that?
Private citizen essentially take over our government. If this were happening in any other country right now, I promise you, I'd be on the air calling it a coup.
And Joy Reid.
This is how they gaslight y'all. That's why you cannot listen to people. How is it a coup when the people voted for this? When they ran on exposing the government spending, when they said that they were going to do everything they could do to bring more industry back, make everything run more efficiency, this, that, and the third. How is it a coup? Please tell me. What was the coup is taking Biden out and just putting Kamala in without nobody voting for her ass. That was the coup.
Along with suffering from a severe case of stage 4 TDS, that's Trump derangement syndrome, she's also an election denier. And according to the left, that makes her a threat to democracy.
Listen, I know that's right, because when journalists were reporting that the election they stole the election from Trump before, which I believe they did cheat, journalists got locked up for saying that. They made it a crime to even go and say that publicly and stuff like that. Democrats were bugging out. Like during that time, they were really acting crazy. And like one of the InfoWars journalists got locked up for that, you know, like, but the journalists were reporting what was true, what they were finding out with the cheating and with the ballots being stolen and missing and all of this and that, and people throwing away, you know, Trump ballots and stuff like that. So they were doing it. They had the videos, they had all the proof, but nothing got done about it. You know, a lot of people fought over it, but the judges are so bought and sold, you know, but now that's changing. So I don't know, but like now she's gonna sit up here and sound like a damn fool after all of that time, them criticizing journalists for saying that the Trump election was stolen.
They're even talking about like stealing an election.
I hate these
making me
people.
rethink whether I do believe like election machines can be hacked, because I've always been like, you can't hack the election.
Exactly. They when Republicans was claiming that they cheated Trump out of the election with Joe Biden, everybody woke up the next day, Trump was ahead, and then everybody woke up the next day and Biden was the president. These people always say, oh no, it's impossible. It can never be rigged. It can never be rigged. This, that, and the other. The people protested because they thought that, they were cheated and they're insurrectionists and all this and that. So now these people are so disingenuous and a hot ass mess. And look at them. Look at them.
Election machines, but they're like convincing me. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know.
No.
I mean, to me, in this world, anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Now it's possible, but when they were trying to say that it was that y'all cheated Trump, it was impossible. They were crazy. They lock up journalists, destroy their lives and careers and everything for reporting that.
I'm still,
and they didn't just do it to Trump. They did it to a lot of Republican people that were running for various different offices that they didn't want in there.
I mean, there are all these conspiracy theories out there about Trump and whether or not they cheated. I know you say that they didn't, but I know you kind of have
Wait
to
a minute.
say
I didn't say.
Now she had to say that they didn't cheat because she'll look stupid. Now all of a sudden she's saying that she never said that, but she did.
They didn't.
I don't know about you, but I'm shaking with fear.
These are the people that they put to speak for us. To me, they always get the most dumbest ignoramuses that look stupid to represent us, the people. And y'all allow these people to speak for us. And it's embarrassing.
Yeah, with this dangerous democracy denial.
Elon Musk, somehow using his tech connections, because I don't want to say genius because we know he's not.
Yeah, he ain't a genius.
But those relationships.
They're going to say he's not a genius, but y'all broke it in him. That I guarantee. It's just like when Kanye said, how you going to take advice from somebody? Why would he take financial advice from someone broker than him? These people don't even have nowhere close to what he got, even with all their corruption and kickbacks that they might have made over the years. How is he not a genius? You know what I'm saying? If he's the richest man in the world, he can't be as dumb as them.
Or whatever, because they just seem too confident. It just doesn't add up to me with all the support that she had. And I know
now they're saying all the support that she had. Y'all are delusional. All the support that she had. No, she didn't. Most of the country voted against her. Majority won. It's over. No one liked her. She was very disingenuous. She lied about a bunch of things. She wasn't a good speaker. She wasn't believable. She was like a program puppet saying the same thing over and over. Never no policies. Never what she going to do. Just hate Trump, hate Trump. That's all y'all ran on. And the American people did not want that. And he won the majority, the popular vote. He won everything. They sound crazy to me. Like what planet are they on? Look at them.
I know that for you, and because of what happened with Fox and because what you do professionally with the network, you can't say it was the machines or something like that. But
no, they can't say it because you guys already said that it is impossible. It couldn't happen when the Republicans complained that they did it to Trump. Now all of a sudden an election can be rigged when it's against them. These people are crazy. We cannot align with these people. I'm not saying that, I just don't think any form of government is really good. That's why they wrote the Constitution, because they know governments can be crooked and corrupt and do the most and, can do a lot of harm to the people. And the Constitution protects us from that. You understand? So I don't really trust the government, period. But I damn sure don't trust these people. And they have done nothing for Black folks. I don't even know who the one on the left is. I know who Joy Reid is, but what have they done except make a lot of money to sit there and gaslight you into doing something stupid?
If you think it was the machines, but you can't say, just don't say anything. See, this is what I'm saying.
So now they're trying to say that they think the election was rigged. How dumb are these people?
I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is,
you know what? I can't even listen to this no more. Is there anything else on here I want to see? Look at these people. These are the people that we're supposed to be a part of their group. I don't want to be aligned with these crazy.
And just dropped them off, and I just feel so sad, right? Like, we all knew this was coming, and then I think that yesterday was far worse than any of us could have anticipated. And I took the day off to just kind of protect my peace, and I plugged back in this morning, and it's just so bad.
And here is a lady who is very forthright in her opinions, except when faced with a fairly obvious but inconvenient question.
Stop abuse of power.
Yes.
In what regard?
Well, with everything that's happening in our politics, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Like with Trump?
Yes. It seems that money goes a long way right now with our politicians, and that needs to stop.
So would you say it was an abuse of power how they just like removed Joe Biden out the Democratic primary and installed Kamala Harris?
You know, I don't know that I can comment on it.
Now,
see, look at that. These people are dumb as shit. I mean, come on. And it's like this. Everybody's been talking about this CNN interview too. Watch this. Is ridiculous.
Yes.
So y'all all seen this before, these dumbass people.
We will win. We will win.
That's y'all people.
We won't rest.
That's who's
We
supposed to
won't
lead.
rest.
Be your leaders.
Gretchen.
Now this is funny because now this is CNN. Their ratings have dropped completely. MSNBC, all of them, they show all the corruption with the news agencies and newspapers and stuff like that they were doing with our tax dollars. They're taking our money to turn around and propagandize us into believing a bunch of bullshit. So this is CNN. They're even coming to the realization that the jig is up. They all need to find new jobs in politics or go be Republicans or something because they're not going to last much longer.
Yeah, so they need the Democrats need a real leader. Okay. They need a real leader, which currently does not exist in the Democratic Party. Trump has said all of these things were going to happen. We saw him align with Elon Musk, which may go down as the smartest thing that any presidential candidate has ever done.
Now to possibly the most irritating woman you'll hear from all week, and that includes the ladies of The View and MSNBC's nightly lineup. This is the definition of educated but dumb, privileged but pitiful.
Ways that Middlebury fails its students make this sobering truth abundantly.
These are the people that we're supposed to align with. Why? Why is that? I don't want to be with these people. They don't resonate for me. We're not the same. We're not the same. And I have friends that are LGBTQ that don't want to be a part of this either because they got kids and whatnot. And they even think it's ridiculous, the stuff they're doing at schools and stuff like that and transitioning kids without their parents' knowledge and all that. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's stupid that we are aligned with these people. It's time to try something new. This is not working and it hasn't been working. I just saw where they say that most Black kids that are in 4th grade can't read. And y'all worried about the board of ed, they're not serving your kids good, and I always got to throw in there the parents, though. The parents probably are half to blame too. But none of this is working for us. We have to wake up to this bullshit.
Be clear. This is heartbreaking.
Look at this.
If there's anything you hear of what I'm saying, let it be this. When our hearts break,
this is her voice.
Let them break open like pomegranates and burst with seeds that can take root. We are literally graduating the same month a fascist has taken office. Within 11 days, he has pulled out of the Paris Climate Agreement for the second time, denied the existence of trans people. And
because climate change is another scam that they're pouring all of our tax dollars into, all this bullshit, and it's not real. They've been saying that they've been talking about climate change for decades and nothing's happening. They're lying to you.
Unleashed a slew of ICE agents to arrest an average of 1,000 people every single day since they began.
1,000 people every day when they had like 20 million or something come through the border illegally. So that's nothing.
Yes, don't you just love the way she talks? It's so effective. That Paul Simpleton is wearing both a keffiyeh and a rainbow scarf. May I suggest not trying that sort of thing in Gaza, lest you be thrown off whatever tall structure remains.
That's right. Now,
this privileged nincompoop mentioned her college, Middlebury.
So, yeah. So, I mean, I'm just trying to get my people to realize that, we're divided over a group that we shouldn't be divided over. You understand? Like me, how I see it, the reason why I voted the way I did was because I just liked the policies. I thought the policies were good. I do feel like the feds need to get rid of the Department of Ed because it sucks. It sucks. You know what I mean? And I feel like It might be a little sketchy though, because if you live in New York and some of these other cities, their monies are all messed up and it's full of corruption too. But I feel like if all of these agencies get rid of the corruption, I mean, all of these states can get rid of the corruption and the waste, they will have the money to do what they need for the schools instead of having the feds get involved. Because if constitutionally, the feds are not supposed to get involved with the state's education. That's the good thing about the Constitution, because it keeps us protected from the government infiltrating on our rights and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just a story for a different day. Let me see what else is on here real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is let's listen to this let's listen to this one. I actually watch Anthony Brian Logan a lot. I like this one. And I like his perspective a lot of the time. And I just show you these because just to show you that, you know, I'm not the only person out here, you know, saying this, because I feel like I get attacked so much and judged so much. But these people are the devil and we don't need to be aligned with them.
How's everybody doing? My name is...
And just notice, every last show I showed you up here was black. This guy has like 1 million followers or something like that. So clearly, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think he speaks to white people. You know what I mean? And like liberals would have you believe that he's a coon and he's stupid or whatever. Not at all. Like, I feel like, you know, this is somebody that want to see our community elevate, but we can't with these people because they're the ones that are holding us back from what we need to do with all of their DEI and, you know, telling us we can't do better and you know we're needy, we're not smart, whatever, all the stuff they tell you to fear you and make you feel like you're an eternal victim in America is ridiculous.
Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about black male and female voters regretting their vote for Kamala Harris and or regretting supporting the Democratic Party. Now, I love to see this, and you're going to see it because it has to happen. Okay, it has to happen.
It's been
we can no longer continue in the black community voting 93%, 95%, nearly 100.
Yeah, like we're the only people in America that vote almost 100% for these people. So our vote is the deciding vote every time for these people to continue this corruption. And they tell us anything and they make us be afraid, gaslight us, lie to us and everything. Meanwhile, they're stealing everybody in America's money, doing the most, trafficking kids, doing everything. And we are the ones that are making it where they can do this.
100% for the Democratic Party. We can't do it because we're not succeeding. We're not moving forward. If anything, if there's any movement at all, we are regressing. We're going backward.
That part.
And it has to stop. Because if we keep going backward, we're going to be completely irrelevant. There'll be no more hope. Ain't gonna be no more, oh, we could do this for the community, that for the community. That's going to be over really, really soon if we keep going down this path. All right. Now, before I go any further into it, let's check out a couple of clips. I'm going to play my man a little bit later. But first, let's start with this young lady right here talking about.
Now, I know a lot of people feel like this, but they're too embarrassed to say it. This is why I respect this girl, because she's telling the truth. If you have any common sense and you see everything that this administration has done in 3 freaking weeks, they secured the border in like a couple of days and they let these people come in here for 4 years. Make it make sense.
She regrets her vote for Kamala Harris. All right, let's check her out. And of course, I will link to this video and the other video in the box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
And I left the link for his video so you can see all these videos. Like this is why I say you gotta go down a rabbit hole. You just gotta look at everything and question everything and do the research and ask questions and talk, because you can't just listen to the government media, which is the mainstream media, because you're going to be lied to.
All right, y'all. Listen, let me be one of the first Black women that was a part of the 92 or the 93% that voted for Kamala to come out and just say it. I regret voting for Kamala. I really do. I regret voting for her. Already into Trump's presidency, not even a full month, and this man has already secured borders. He's already signing bills that are taking place that are uplifting this country. Me not doing my history and really, being investigative and seeing all the things that Trump has done, and now having the eye opener and really looking at this man and seeing exactly how this man works has really put something on my heart. And
I'm gonna just pause for a second. I think that the 2020 to 2024 little blip we had with the 1,000-year-old man and the fake black lady in the Oval Office, I think that was good and bad. It was bad because you nearly ruined the country, but it was good because people can see the difference between competent leadership and incompetent leadership. Sometimes you got to see it directly. You have to experience it in order to understand. Let's keep on going.
And I don't know what I was thinking going in there voting for Kamala in the first place. I'm glad of the results. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Trump is in there, but me being so lost and participating into the whole Kamala run and now taking a step back, looking at how this president here is.
Yeah, because they made black people feel terrible. Like, if you don't vote for her, you ain't black. She black woman. She's a black woman. How can black women not vote for her? That's why so many black women were the ones to vote for her, because they guilting you and making you feel terrible because you're not supporting her because she's a black woman like you. I don't trust her. I didn't trust her. I told all my black friends that was supporting her, I don't trust her. I don't want to hear just nothing you can tell me. I'm not voting for her, period. I don't care. I wouldn't give a damn. I'm not voting for her, period. And, I just feel like they really attack black women really bad. You know what I mean? Because if you didn't support her. So that's why they had those numbers.
It's really running things, and it hasn't even been a whole month. Is something that I do think about. So, I advise people that are on the Democratic, that are in the Democratic
plantation
Party, myself, to do your research, really do your research. Okay. Because I can definitely say that as a black woman, a part of the 93%.
93%, almost all black women voted for her because she was black. They didn't look at no policies. They didn't look at her history or her background. All her interviews were ridiculous and just stupid. And like, she couldn't give a decent interview. And like, I just don't know why they wanted any of these people. Like, none of these people ran on policy. Even when Biden ran, he didn't run on policy. And I'm telling you, y'all wasn't paying attention and not following, because I'm telling you, what really sent that shit over the rainbow for Trump was the rainbow shit. Because I'll tell you, I know I wasn't going for it with that shit where, we can transition your kids at school. We don't have to tell you if they're transitioning, and we don't have to tell you this and that. You mean to tell me that kids can go to school and they're lying to parents and hiding from parents what's going on at school? What would they need to do that for? I just didn't like that. And then like parents getting locked up and getting their kids taken away for not transitioning their kids, that was a big problem, even for LGBTQ people and all that had kids and stuff like that. Or like, I saw one trans activist on here, and she said, I have nieces and girls in my family. She was like, I don't think it was right. You understand? With the sports and stuff, like, people were logical about it. That's why I said, don't get it twisted. Everybody from all walks of life, gay, straight, black, white, Indian, whatever, they voted against him. It wasn't just white racists. This is another reason why a lot of people, don't want to be bothered with Democrats, because you're insulting all Americans, because so many people voted against it. I have gay friends that have kids that they would kill somebody and burn the school to the ground if somebody transitioned a kid at school without telling them. I want to know everything that's happening to my child at school. If he gets hurt at school, fall, bump his knee, whatever, I want to know. If he has a fight at school, I want to know. If something teacher, he have an incident with teacher, I want to know. That to me was like one of the worst things that they could have ever done, is start targeting people's kids and letting drag queens come to school and all that. Like, that was unnecessary. And I feel like that really, really just let people say this is out of control. And people don't want to align with that. You know what I mean? I feel like they, in an effort, I don't know what they were doing, talking about being inclusive, but they excluded most of the people because most of the people was not really going for that. You know, I feel like there was nothing wrong before. You know, everybody was just minding their business and stuff. It's like now you try and force all of this weird policy on the people, and like they didn't go for it, and they're still doing it. They're still telling you, oh, you're stupid. They say, oh, black men were stupid because they voted for Donald Trump. No, black men voted for Donald Trump because they want a man as president. They don't want a woman as president. They don't want to feel like they're always attacked and, you know, toxic masculinity and all this stuff. They don't, you know, they just cut out so many groups of people. You know, it's crazy.
I made an error. I can admit that. I can take accountability and admit that.
Hey, I love it. Shout out to her. Hey, we need. Hey, I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Shout out Billy Ray. Now let's keep on rocking and rolling here. Let's get to my man. I've seen this all over the place. He is viral. His name is Isaiah Carter. Isaiah L. Carter. Again, I will link to the video info in the box if you want to see it and hear it without my commentary. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA. 90.
Now this guy right here went viral because he was tight about, you know, about getting hoodwinked by the Democratic Party. I watched another video. I think it was yesterday or the day before's video I did, where the people went off at the Democratic National Convention because they were mad that they campaigned and like they just felt hoodwinked.
Political party. The Democratic Party have lied to us about everything.
Everything.
They've lied about being the party of the middle class. They've lied about being the party of peace. They've lied about being the party that wants to help poor people. Okay? What the last several weeks have proven to us all is that this is a cadre of criminals and losers and spoiled.
But that's what everybody been trying to tell y'all all along. He said that. What did Donald Trump call Biden the whole time? Crooked Joe Biden. That was his name for him, Crooked Joe Biden. They all were crooked and he knew it. And that's why, and I feel like Elon Musk knew, because remember, Donald Trump was also a Democrat one time. So was Elon Musk, RFK, and they were fine until they started seeing shit and decided to be like, oh, I don't want to be down with this. Like, I'm going to expose this. You know what I'm saying? And now they're hated. You got to remember that. I always looked at that like, these were all people that they admired. And now that they're trying to expose their corruption, now they're hated. Now they want everybody. Now all the liberals that bought all them electric cars. Why do you think all liberals have electric car? Because they used to love him. They thought they were saving the planet with climate change, and now they realize what they're doing to Congo. You know what I'm saying? It's just idiotic.
Children of affluent parents who were more concerned about looking good than actually doing good. These are people who were more concerned about looking like they were doing something for the American people.
Democrats are real good at looking like they're doing something, and they're good at gaslighting, but they're never doing nothing except stealing our money.
Than actually doing things for the American people. And that's why I'm so angry.
Anthony Michael looks so proud of these people. The look on his face is of pride.
Because this party lied to me while stealing my tax dollars. The Democratic Party lied to us all while they brought in millions of illegal immigrants for their own political purposes.
Because they thought they were going to bring all them illegals here and then make them legal, and they were going to vote for them.
For the last 4 years.
millions, I would say probably at least 20 million illegal aliens have
20 million illegal aliens that came here with no money that we had to take care of. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense, but they did. That's another reason why they lost. They talking about is racism and misogyny and all that. No, it's these issues right here of why Americans voted against them. A lot of people might have been scared to say publicly how they felt because they knew how unhinged Democrats get when you don't agree with them, but they got in that voting booth and did something different.
Poured into this country over the past 4 years, and that's probably a pretty conservative estimate.
20 to 30 million illegal aliens brought
That's
in.
That's a lot. That's crazy.
And now we come to USAID being probably the largest money laundering operation in.
And they find the biggest money laundering operation. And RFK has said about that organization being corrupt and laundering money years ago. You understand? So everybody already knew that. They just couldn't ever, prove it or show, you know what I'm saying? But now that they have access to these documents, I really think Democrats were caught off guard because I really believe that they didn't think they was going to lose like that. And I just feel like they just were off guard.
In American history. Congratulations, Dems. You've outdone even Bernie Madoff.
How about that?
I'm disgusted beyond words. Disgusted with the waste of money. Disgusted with the waste, with the fraud. With the way that you people use.
Now, mind you, this is a person that was a hardcore supporter. These are people that was hardcore supporters, and they're destroyed by it. It's really kind of sad, but I'm glad to see people waking up.
Legitimacy and the way you use black people as mules to have.
That's the part that makes me mad, is how they always make black people feeling their feelings like you're being attacked, white supremacy and all this stuff. But meanwhile, they're the ones that stabbing us in the back every time. They try to make us feel like we're always a victim and we need them to help us because we can't make it on our own. And, it's really disgusting what they think of us, honestly. You know what I mean? Like, I never understood why people want to be aligned with that.
To get us to push whatever agenda you wanted to. The amount of division you used black people to sow upon the American people, you used us for that.
Yep, they sure
And
did.
I will never, ever forgive this political party.
That's what I say. 90-something% of black women, voted for Kamala. They gonna be ashamed of that shit in years to come. And I feel like all black people gonna be ashamed of that shit in latter time in history, because they're gonna be like, damn, like, we were the reason why they got away with this for so many decades, because we were always the deciding vote. That shit is fucked up if you really think about that.
I'm going through personally. Y'all were supposed to be the party of free speech, the party of.
That's a lie, because they censor more than anybody. Republicans are for the Constitution and they protect that damn Constitution. There's so many things about the system that I didn't know before, and like that a lot of people don't really know how it works. That's why I say we all need civics lessons, because that's how they were able to play us, because they just said, they stupid. They just gonna vote because
women's rights. You have immolated all of those things.
Women's rights, when you let men steal scholarships from girls. Men with full beards and dick and balls can come into the women's bathroom with kids and all that. I mean, it was just too over the top. It was ridiculous. Who wants to be bothered with that?
And then, as if enough weren't enough, you then decide that you're going to die on the hill of USAID, a government audit. You're trying to prevent a government audit because some of you really are trying to stay out of prison.
That's that.
And you want to keep getting that money. That's the bottom line for a lot of these people.
Yeah.
They don't care about you. They don't care about myself. They don't care about any of us. They care about getting that money. They care about keeping that power.
And they making big time money.
We see the game now. Y'all been out here telling us.
Well, there's still a lot of people that don't see the game, my friend. They're still out there arguing and mad and shit and still talking about, Donald Trump is the Nazi and Elon Musk should be locked up. Like, I don't even understand where they're getting this mentality from.
The game was rigged against certain people. Well, now we found out who the people that were rigging the game were. Congratulations. Y'all are never going to win another political race ever again. Not if I can help it.
I agree.
There we go. Hey,
now, how about that? All of the look at his face. So, how about all of the people that campaigned for these people and went door? Like, I heard one guy was like, "I knocked on doors for you. I did everything for you." Like, these people are like destroyed, and I don't blame them. It's terrible what they did.
I love it. I love it, man. Hey, this is good, man. And you know what? We need this just throughout the entire community, and it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are.
And that's the thing. If we all get on one frequency and be together, like he's saying, we can do amazing things. We could pull our money together, this and that. We have to be together in our communities too to hold. If they're going to send it back to the states, then now you need to hold your people accountable so that they do what they have to do for these schools. I honestly feel like it would be better in the end. You know what I mean? But it's only going to work if parents really let them know that, I want this school. And then having school choice is good too, because if your school is shitty, you can take your kids somewhere else. You understand? But I know parents like, oh, well, I don't want to bust my kid's school. I got to work and I ain't got no money, this, that. Listen, I used to get my son private transpo to go to school because I didn't want him to go to school in my neighborhood or whatever like that. So, it can be done. It's all about priorities. You know what I mean? And like, if your school sucks, then you got to put your kid where it don't suck. That's another reason why I voted for them, because they wanted school choice. And I feel like that you should be able to choose, but now that they're getting rid of the Department of Ed, that probably will be irrelevant. But I do feel like, they need to bring these schools up. Like, it's terrible how these schools are. And if the states take the schools, you'll have more of a say in how that school is put together, if you're active in the community with the schools.
You tardy for the party, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get to your destination, that's all that matters. Hey, my goal is for all of us in the community, really in the entire country, regardless of what color you are, but especially in the community where we really need it.
Exactly.
I want all you guys to get off that Democrat plantation. Slavery is over with. It's over with. It's been over.
They still always making it seem like we just coming out of Jim Crow. We just coming out of slavery days. They singing and marching and everything. And it's like, I just read a thing today that 40% of Black people live in the suburbs. And then I guess the rest out of them might live in the cities. They have jobs and do. It's a small group that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like we are still like in Reconstruction or something. It's like, stop thinking like that. Like, we don't need these people. I would love it if we didn't rely on the government at all and had our own damn nation. Shit. But we ain't never going to get there if we constantly keep thinking we need somebody to survive. I can't.
You can do different things. You can walk to the beat of your own drum. You don't have to just do what you think you're supposed to do because what the white man on TV tell you, your grandmama tell you. You can do different things.
Said the white man,
especially the men. Do what makes sense. Be a true leader rather than being up under the thumb of the Democratic Party. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to all the brave men and women out there in the community that want to think for themselves, that want to do differently, that are not just going to do whatever the pack says.
Yeah, shout out to those people, because you got to have a lot of balls to go against, what everybody else is doing. I actually feel like this is COVID 2.0 as far as me telling people not to do something and they're getting mad, attacking me, foaming at the mouth, acting crazy, calling me names and everything. And I was freaking right the whole time. Now all the facts are out, all the truth is out, and I was right about everything I was trying to warn them about. And I used to be praying to God, like, Lord, why are you putting this on my heart to tell these people? Because really, they don't want to hear this shit, and fuck them. That's how I really felt. But I feel like God was motivating me to sound that alarm. And it's the same thing this time. And everybody's attacking me. But I feel vindicated yet again because the corruption's been exposed.
Especially the Black women. You guys get it the worst. Out of everybody, you guys get it the absolute worst, because women typically are going to vote liberal anyway, regardless of race. And it's worse in the community. And when you don't vote liberal as a woman in the Black community, you're ostracized, friends, family.
Oh yeah, he ain't lying. He telling you the absolute truth, because I've had so many people argue with me, call me names, call me a coon, all this stuff. And I just, like I said, nobody can make me feel bad about myself. How they feel about me is their problem, because I have such a high opinion of myself. It's nothing anybody can do to break me in that way. So I just, I listen to them and I'm just like, whatever, because I know that they're stupid. I know that they're programmed, propagandized, and all of that. And it's just like talking to somebody that's deaf or something like that. I'm just like, okay, that person is not ready.
Co-workers, everybody just want to kind of cast you away.
Oh, co-workers, please. I remember when everybody was really going hard and they wouldn't even hire people in my industry that was a Trump supporter. And I've heard department heads say that, oh, they're a Trump supporter, I'm not going to hire them or whatever. You know what I mean? And that's why I said, I know I got God on my side, because I made it through, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to you do have to pray and ask for help, because these people out here are diabolical and they are just loud and wrong. They're wrong. Now they look stupid because they were corrupt, just like everybody have been saying all along, that we have to not align with these people because they're not helping us. Our kids can't read, it's terrible. And they got y'all thinking that you're stupid and you can't make it, and like you're the dumbest group and the most marginalized people in there. Meanwhile, you're not even getting these services. Trans, gay people, LGBTQ, white women, Asians, everybody. And you act like it's for you. We are the least amount of people that get these services. Wake up.
And don't let you be in a sorority. Don't let you be an AKA. In that Kamala's organization, you part of that organization.
I don't understand why Black people walking around talking about their Greeks, but that's a whole different story for another day, because that's a hot mess too.
And when they put on the MAGA hat, you might as well be a witch that they want to burn in the state. So I commend you guys for being brave, for being bold, for being honest, and doing what's necessary to push this country forward in a truly meaningful way. And I think I'll leave that right there for now.
Right.
And what say you? What's your opinion about people in the Black community?
To leave it, because that's all that it boils down to. So I'm gonna show you two more people that that was mad at the Democratic Party too. Hold on, y'all.
I'm less than, they tell me I'm not good enough, and they tell me that my white brothers and sisters in Christ are my enemy.
No, they're not. Y'all. I got stuff popping up like crazy.
I'm doing worse under this administration than in Donald Trump.
Let's stop this one. Oh my God, it's just a lot when you're doing this all by yourself. This is something I commend people that be doing this shit here. So look at this girl here. Let me make it a little bigger so y'all can see her. All right, hold on, I got my stuff open. Let me take this down. Oh, here we go. Sorry, y'all. I'll get it together. I'm tired too. I have a lot of videos open on here. Just bear with me. I apologize. Okay. All right, now I got it.
Trump's administration, but I'm told to be afraid of a man who made my life better.
Let me start it over.
Terry Lake brought up a constituent in Arizona, and she is cooking. Watch this.
I'm a former Democrat. Unlike Kamala Harris, I'm an actual real-life Black woman. I stand here before you today because I'm tired.
And see, Black people are getting tired because they work hard for these people. They work hard to defend these people. And it's like the delusion is over. It's a wrap.
I'm tired of the Democrats using the generational trauma of my people to garner votes. They invoke fear. They tell me I'm oppressed. They tell me I'm less than. They tell me I'm not good enough. And they tell me that my white brothers and sisters in Christ are my enemy.
Oh yeah, they hate Christians, and that's the next thing for all you people out here talking, toting the Bible and telling us about, Donald Trump's doing the devil's work and all this and that. These people are the devil. Democrats are mostly Satanists. Just research. I'm telling you, they are mostly Satanists. Okay, they are not. Look at their agendas and look at what they do. They are not godly people. They're just not. And most conservative people are Christian nationals, but for some reason that's supposed to be bad.
They are not.
Yeah, damn right.
I'm doing worse under this administration than in Donald Trump's administration, but I'm told to be afraid of a man who made my life better.
That just makes no sense.
Make it make sense. During COVID, I knew more of my white guy friends that lost their jobs.
I'll tell you what, over COVID, it was my white friends that had my back for the most part. I had a few, I said like 5 black friends that had my back, and the rest of them was white. I'm telling you, because I'm telling you, we are just divided people, and we let anybody get us in our feelings and stuff like that. I feel like I was treated the worst by like certain people in my family, friends, and people that I know for a long time that just said out of pocket shit to me where I would just never talk to them ever again.
Then me and my black girlfriends, we are the same in this country. Let's vote for Donald Trump so we can all be prosperous again. Let's get out of this fear, this rage, and this anger because it comes from the devil.
Carrie Lake brought up a
There you go. She said exactly where it comes from, the devil. What I just tell you, those people are the devil. All right, so here's one. Okay, this is okay, that's it. I showed you guys everything. So yeah, all of these videos will be in the description so you could watch them. And I just have to come on here and share these things with y'all because I want you to be in reality. These people are not for us. I mean, shit, Republicans might not be for us either, but I can tell you what, if it wasn't for them during COVID, I'd have been screwed a few times. You know what I mean? And my white friends, they were the ones that helped me through that shit. I'm telling you, they were my Quakers because black people, they were just really stuck. They would hang on all the words that the Democrat Party was telling them about COVID. They really got propagandized by the mainstream media. Even though black people did take the vaccine the least outside of PhDs, but just in my circle, I just didn't know that many people that didn't take it. It was just very rare. And it's like, now since the smoke has cleared and it's years later, I do meet a lot of people that don't have it, especially since I started doing these videos, and I've just connected with more people that don't have it, more people that don't support Democrats. So it's just been a good thing. And I'm glad I started doing these videos. But as you can see, I am very tired, but I got through this and it is late. It's 1 a.m. No, it's 1:23 in the morning. So I thank you for watching. Anybody that was with me on this, I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe to these videos. Subscribe to these videos and share them or whatever. You can see them on TikTok. I have shorts on TikTok, YouTube, and X. My X account, I just started using that. So any support you could give me over there, I would really appreciate it. So I love you guys as always. And thanks for watching. I am Shellie B, and that is it. Good night. I am so tired. Thanks for watching, y'all.